Good morning. My name is Liron Baiwa from Pindah, and today I'll be taking you through the process of receiving stock. So, you go to the Pindah website. Let's say you're not logged in. You then sign in, you put your details, and then you're taken into the system. In the system, I'll show you how you can receive new stock. So, you go to your inventory. After going to your inventory, you see that you have more, you have inventory here. So if you want to receive stock, let's say you bought stock and you want to record it, or you want to receive it from suppliers, you click on orders, and then you click on receive stock, and then you can start searching for the item that you want to receive. So this means that you can only receive things that you have already created in your database. So if you want to create new things, let's say you want to receive something that was already not in your stock, just come to this plus button here. Below it, next to it, there is a box which says add new product. You type in the product name, the category, you can skip the suppliers, then you put the standard cost, barcode, and you save. So let's say we are receiving paracetamol. So the system requires a batch number, manufacturing date, expiry date for this receipt, for this order. So we can skip this if we don't have them, right? We can skip them. The system will automatically put the batch number as a GUID. So let's say we receive 10 boxes at a cost of $2.30. And then let's say we receive them from Varcam Pharmaceuticals. Let's say we receive them at the default warehouse. And then let's click receive stock. Okay, so let's say you do not have a supplier in your system, or let's say you don't have locations, or you want to record markups, or you want the system to automatically apply markups to certain types of products or groups or categories. I will show you what you can do to achieve that from now on. So let's proceed. So if you don't have suppliers, just click the plus button next to the supplier and it loads you a very simple box where you can put the supplier name. You can add the supplier details later on, such as the phone number, emails, and so forth. But this is for the purposes for quick receipt. Then let's say you don't have locations because each stock receipt has to be received in a certain location or warehouse, right? So under this stock menu, you go on to the locations, and in the locations, this is where you put your location name to say default warehouse, branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, and so forth. So you need a default warehouse that you set. Automatically, the system sets this for you, so you don't really need to change it or worry about that. So this is for seamless integration. In cases where you want to move fast, the system does this for you. You can add as many other branches as you want for purposes of transferring stock between one or two more branches. So let's go back to the stock receipts page. So we showed you how to add a new supplier, how to add a location. So let's say you want to apply markups. As you can see, there is a ticked box which says auto calculate selling prices using markup rules. So let's say you want to calculate markups. You go on to under stock again. Under stock, you go on to markup rules. So markup rules, this is where you set a markup for a certain product or a certain category or global markups. For example, let's create a rule and say all our products, whatever we are going to buy them for, right? Whatever price that you are going to receive them for from the suppliers, add 50% to that price. So this is global, which means if you receive a product at $10, the system will add $5 to that product. This is a global setting. So we click create from. So the system will say, let me do that again so that you can see. The system will say, an active global markup already exists. Please deactivate that or edit the existing markup. So that means we already have a global markup in our system, which is this one, which says all products by 50%. So we had already set this. So let's say you set this after receiving products. You can click apply, and then all products prices will be increased by 50%. Or you can create a new markup and deactivate this one using this one. So let's go again to orders and receive something. Let's receive adult diapers. Okay. So we have received them from Seasons Pharmaceuticals. We are receiving them as the default warehouse. Again, the page number, in this case, Seasons Pharmaceuticals provided us with the page number, and we received the pack for $10. We received 10 packs, each pack costing $10. We received this. So after we have received this, we are able to see a receipt of the stock that we have received and the total at the bottom, right? So this is just a summary of what we have received. If we come back now, the question is, what happens to those markups that we have set up? So we come back to price approvals. There is a menu. Again, we are still under the stock module, which is called price approvals. So under this menu, it will tell us all the things that have been received but have not been approved to change their prices. So today we received two things, right? We received paracetamol tablets and adult diapers. So both of these things wanted a 50% markup, as you can see, so that their current price will be changed from $7.50 to $15 because we are receiving it at $10 this time. So 50% of $10 is $5, which takes the price up to $15. So we approve this and this. This is for today. So we have done the markup and the approval request. So this means that if this item is going to be sold at the point of sale, its new price will be $15 instead of $7. We can come back to the product section and search for adult diapers. Right, let's view the product. So we can go to the start section and you see that the price has moved from $7.50 from $6.80 on December 14. It was 9.57 and then came back to 7.50, but now it's up again. So this trend tells you how the price of the product is changing in your business. It will tell you again the actual prices and the dates they were valid from and to, so that you can see which item changes price very quickly. You can see stock transactions, which tell you the movement of the item, when it was received, when it was sold, when it was transferred out, etc. And you can also see the current price of the item, which is the $15. The standard cost, this is system calculated, which means that system calculates the average, the system calculates the average price of the item. And then the last purchase cost, this is the price or the last, uh, uh, sorry, this is the last amount that we used to purchase the item. That means last time we purchased it for $10, but we are selling it for $15. Now, I've showed you how to add the supplier, how to add the location, how to add markups, and how to receive products. So let's go back again to orders and say receive stock. So if we don't tick this, it means if we receive products their prices will not be changed or requests will not be sent to change the prices. By the way, this system is maker checker. So any change requires another person to approve it, or at least a person with the required roles. So it doesn't matter whether there are markup rules or not. If a person receives an item, it still needs approval for that price to change if it has to change. Then price adjustments, I've shown you how to adjust prices. So this is all about today's video on receiving stock. Thank you. Thank you for listening. You can walk through the system on the main dashboard and see all the menus that we have on the dashboard. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos so that we can reach more people and improve more businesses.